Hello, hello. Let's get this started today and continue with the interaction mechanic we left off last time. The good thing is I already found the solution for the issue we had the last time, and after reading the reason for that, this makes completely sense that it wasn't working before. Now we have actually all tiles in the spawning room which get blocked, and also on the side rooms, for example that one. Or that one, though it checks now all rooms correctly. Now we can actually prepare the interaction spot, which will be in front of the tile. And yeah, then we can actually start making an inventory and start preparing the loot script for that we actually get the item and stuff like that. But how that actually will work out later on, I don't really have thought about that, but that is a thing for later I have to add. Now to the fix we had to do yesterday, which I did real quick after the stream because I wanted to know if it works. We had to sync the transforms with the physics system, which forces the synchronization of the transforms, which usually happens in the physics update in Unity. But since we are not waiting for it, we don't really have all that stuff correctly what the hell? Why did... Oh, nice. Twitch error over there. Because we didn't wait that every collider get positioned correctly, and with that, yeah, we can't really have the collisions, since it doesn't know where the collisions are supposed to be. Now, if Twitch would be so kind, thank you. What is that one? Ah, that's just something on my end. Alright. Just one thing I want to do now. Go in here. Do that. Nice. Alright. So now we technically want a second overlap box now, but instead on the same position we want it to collide with those in front of the item. And for that we need to test around how we can actually make that happen. Which means that part is now finished. Everything gets deactivated, which we don't need. Which means we actually want a new collider, so we just overwrite that one. I don't think I have to clear the array, I just overwrite it with that. But just to have a look. Is there like a clear, empty? It doesn't really look like that. I mean, I don't really have an issue with that. Because technically I'm overriding it, so it shouldn't really it shouldn't really be the issue that it doesn't get this has the old entries, because we completely replace that. But now we have to check for the overlap box. And also we want to iterate through the colliders again. I guess for now I want to disable it so I know it works. And after that I will change it to add them to the interaction spots. Alright, now we want to change the width and length. The width I will most likely a quarter. Since if I get an center tile like on the straight rooms, I want the single tile in front of it to be interactable and not the tiles in front, all three in front of them. That wouldn't make sense. And length we can actually keep. We could make the length longer, and with that would have the tiles in front selected anyway, but I don't want to use that since I'm not sure if I will have objects which stand in the middle of a room. And then I don't want them to be interactable from behind. I don't know if that is really a use case, having stuff mitten in the room. But yeah, I could imagine things, tables and stuff like that, so... But then it would be fine if they are interactable from both sides on the other hand. Well, then we keep it like that and we don't halve it. We will just keep the length, I would say. And let's see what kind of tiles this one removes. So that one has the front, the two in front of them. That one is the same. There didn't spawn anything. This chest has just that one tile in front of it. That's exactly what I want. And if I have later on items which are just one tile thick, not thick, have one tile width, then that's completely fine, because the collider will still collide with the tile. So I'm completely fine with that, yeah. Alright, since that works with that logic, we now can add those to the item. For that we have to check what kind of item it is. And this check is going to be if item dot placement type, no, base item method, base item type is of, oh wait, we don't have that in there. That's right. Base item, no, not base item. Is it the modified base is activated? Base item is what I had just before. Interacted, interaction spots, UI is visible, main object, placement type is not the right one too. Trigger width. All right. In that case, I override we have dungeon items with also scripts. The item holder is actually what the table has, right? Item holder, yeah. Which means if item of type is, I think I have to get type in that case, and then I have to check that one with item holder, I think. the type und no, that doesn't seem to work. Off type, I think it is done. My type is only get type and let's check again. I mean, I could use attack for that. That wouldn't be an option. I could get the component. But that doesn't let me check against what I want to check. Didn't I do that or wait? I have that script. No, I don't. Do I? The trigger happens not in the room. That happens in the item holder, and yeah, I will write that so it doesn't work in here. It's a class. I can't compare tag only. I'm thinking about that. I have used it somewhere. They actually don't know anymore. Let's get all that stuff open. The dictionary isn't the event system isn't it. Item collection isn't it. Camera movement isn't it too. Character movement shouldn't check for that kind of stuff too. The Dungeon Master, you don't have any checks too, alright. The map. Yeah, get next room, but there I iterate to an enum, so that's not the case too. If next path, what is that? Is a dungeon. Station doesn't check. That shouldn't check either. Check room to spawn. This isn't doing that too. That is direction checking. Next room I'm checking for the whatever. For the enum, yeah. The room type. But that's not what I'm looking for either, and reserve direction is exactly the same. Equals checks for another object. So I can't check for a class in that case. Let's ask Google. Type if of class. info, no, don't want that. Equals. Oh, there's actually a statement for that. So I don't have to use equals, I have to use is. Alright. So in that case, I can now cast that one like that. Item holder, temp, item holder, item holder. That should technically work. Now we have for each. Let's see, item holder dot. No, wait. It removed the temp before. That's fine. I don't want the capital I in there. That's why I wanted a temp. Let's make that a temp again. And then we have all those, but we also should have nope. We have them private, do we? Let's make it just public in that case. And I can make it like that. Alright. So actually item holder dot spawner which you call item spawner is in temp item holder dot item spawners. And now we want item spawner dot in spawner logic spawned item dot interaction spots dot add. Those are going to be a transform, so we have the hit movement tile, which we are going to add to there. Else, if we not an item holder, we are getting item dot interaction spots, and we add the movement tile to that one. And you don't have to disable that anymore, and that should be everything for that script. Now we have the interaction spots. That one is just for the rotation. We have the interact script in the item. dungeon room item. Interact. Here we go. Now. Yeah, I will move the interaction if there's a combat, which means we are just going to do if a dungeon master dot in combat. Make it to do notify that we can't do that in combat, and then we just return. Alright, cause with that I don't really have to care if the item is in movement range, otherwise this could be very annoying. Now we are not in combat, which means if we click on that spot, let's see, we have not the room itself, we have the room changer. On mouse up, here we check all of that stuff. Child set active false. That is highlights thingamagic. Then it gets the room spawners that we don't need. I can remove that one. Don't need that. Set current tile. Temp spawn point. Get component of dungeon movement tile. That's that current tile. Set movement object. Alright. So we need actually those 3 lines. So now we want to get the spawn point we have. In that case, we don't have to check for the type because we don't click on the table, which is great. So make a temp transform. Temp spawner doesn't exist. Which we actually don't need. That's fine. So we move that one and we get the transform out of the interaction spots, which is just going to be that, and we want the count so we can have one random if we have more than one. Then get character movement. We do that from my room mouse. We can't do that in that case, which means we are going to get the reference to the movement tile script. Did I really write that wrong on our script? I have to check that one. Movement, action tile. Let's rename it tag. Interaction tile script, and I want to rename you to interaction tile. Interaction spot in that case, just to have that unique. Well, not unique, but it's the same like the variable use. Then we get the script, which is going to be that line. And then we want that current tile. That character movement. What exactly? Oh yeah, that is a movement script from the room. So we set current tile. Set current tile, right, because we do that in the character movement variable there. And then we are going to set the movement target. My room is not important since we are just moving. Should be in the movement tile script, not yes. Then we can just omit that one. Alright. And after that I will keep the debug just to have that one tested correctly. And let's see if that works. So we have that interaction spot, we click it and we go over there. Well, those we can't see because there's a wall in there, but those don't work. So those didn't get their tiles, I would assume. Let's check that one out. You there, do you have materials on set there? You have actually 2 interaction spots. Which is 11 and 15. So that one should. The chests work. You two don't work. We don't have a reason that you don't work, because... Well, actually you kinda have a reason. Because your button is not connected to your... well, the button's connected, isn't connected to anything. Oh well. But technically I could just have the table as an detection spot and have everything listed which is on the table. Yeah, I will keep that for now like that. So if we go into the urns, we want... There is it assigned. There is it assigned. So here's the only one where it isn't assigned. Yeah. Alright. Peaks intact. Did I have 2 sets? No, I don't think I had. That's great. Wow. How actually... Is it not because you spawn something you're not supposed to spawn? Spawned okay, yeah. But I mean, technically you wait till that one is spawned. So it will also wait for the tables, I assume. Actually, we didn't change anything except the... Let's get through the stone table. You have earned 1, earned 2. And you did work before. So only thing I changed that I did the button interaction on that one. Not anymore. But it most likely could be a race condition. On the other hand, yeah, okay, now I know what the issue is. Let's add a single where clausel to that one. Where x dot spawned item is not null, because since it worked sometimes and sometimes it didn't work. The first one was probably just a lucky one where it generated all stone tables with all spawnable items, and now we get the error because just one of the 2 items were spawned in, the other one didn't roll. So yeah, that's the issue, and I didn't check if it was not null, because the table has 2 spawn points, and if one is empty, that one was the error. So you actually work, you just take one of your 2 tiles, and honestly, since it's just the table, I'm completely fine with that. I don't want to change that up for that. You have an error. block. But you have it. You have some time. Most likely because it was the tile we are standing on. Okay. That's completely fine. So we could check if we are blocking the current tile. How does it work again? Let's get that room script, the path points, and that one should be number 3 then. So we could actually check if one of those 2 is blocked, which means in that case we are standing in front of that. Not exactly. I mean, I could add the blocked by, and that would be fixed easily and have it working for later things I want to add. No, what we actually want to is a new scriptable object, since we are going to create a real player character controller and the real character script. And scriptable object would be the best for that one. But first, I will actually add that fix to the movement tiles. So we have, since I want that to be accessible from everywhere else, I will just start using publics. Because I don't really want to write a script for everything to get that stuff, and I don't want to write get down zeta, so I don't like those. So are we still in play mode? Or no, we aren't. So this is asset reference. One of those are the, yeah, that's right. So we actually well, what are we going to well, it's going to be of type character movement, because that one is universally usable for everything. The way I created it, I just have to adapt it then later, that it doesn't have the camera stuff in there, which it doesn't have anyway. So we call that blocked by. Then we go into the character controller, character movement, because you are going to set your tile. Next point, classroom, disable object specials, oh yeah, that's right. We are here. So No, I would have to get the tile actually. Do I save on which tile I am? Current tile, yeah. Current tile. Save current tile. So we could actually add that one over here. So current tile dot since we have that one already assigned over there. Dot blocked by this. And it's not a function, so we just assign it. Alright, now we can go back to the item. Here we check yeah, we can technically write if interaction spots dot find x dot how would I actually interaction spots? Yeah, because I have it as a transform and not as a script. So actually I will just keep since I don't check. Blocked by does work very, very good. So we get the component and set it off. Which part of those scripts doesn't work anymore if it's disabled? I think the set current tile was the error. Well, let's just fire that one up and have that checked again. Give me the same tile here. Yep, it's over there. But actually I still don't want to move to the other tile. So I have to get the script of them. Now I don't know if I can do it like that. The action spot dot find x is x dot get component. That's just a top one. Dungeon room movement tar that blocked by Yeah. No. Oh, well, I guess the truth work is blocked by... Now I actually would need a reference to the movement script, which I don't have in that case. Never mind. Why do I want to? Why do I want to make that so fucking complicated? Why complicated if it works easy? Now, what we could do? We remove that statement. Now, we are going to add that to the Dungeon Master, actually. Since I want that one globally accessible. We have a public static dungeon room item, which we call last interacted. Which we default to null. Now, what we are doing is the following. Room item. We are now moving to the item where we also can now say we interacted with that one. So dungeon master dot last interacted is this. And just before we are going to check if dungeon master dot last interacted equals this, then you want to falsify that information. If that one is false, we are doing all that fancy stuff. Way easier. I forgot. What's that? I think I forgot to delete something there. That's it. This is... Yeah, I actually forgot to move this one, that one. Alright. Then now we are going in. We move to that. So why do I now get a null reference? Because it's null. Do I have to actually check before if it's null? If Dungeon Master last interacted ist yeah, is null. Alright, is null, or it is the last interacted one. Alright, then that should be fine. And now we should never move again, or many times I click, because that one is Now saved. If I would now want to move to our one, which is actually not in this room anymore, because we just got one spawn, which is very rare. We can't move to our one, but in that room. Yep, that works just fine. So I can... Oh yeah, because those are two separate interactive. No, I should just make the table interactable if it has stuff on it. I guess that would be the best choice then. Or actually I could... No, look, I can't do that one. Can I? No, that... I would have to change the button target on runtime. Well, actually that wouldn't be the issue though. Let's see, I did... But if I want to change that, I have to first check if I can add the parameter like that. And I'm currently not sure if I did that before. Where did I save that script? Gameplay maybe? No. No, camera movement, map generation, chunk UI. But no, that is something different. Chunk collider, there we are. No, those are the colliders for the target acquisition. Not what I want. I think I have that in the script. Jump collider, highlighter. Do I have that actually in that script? Oh yeah, I checked that over here. But it's not actually the script I was looking for. I'm looking for the placement script. This is a highlighter, this is something, yeah. That's the UI stuff. I think I have to actually start a project with that. To have a look how I actually coded that. Get selected chunk. From where do you get called? Get selected chunk on chunk selected. Yeah, that's the button and okay, yeah. Gotta really open the project now. I can't remember how I set that up. Because I most likely can't add that onto the script. Let's just have a look real quick. If I'm on the canvas over here, where is the... I want normal view, please. On click stone table. Can I get you? I could get you in there, but it most likely won't know. Yeah, that's not really connected, so I don't think that is a good option in that case. So we keep it here. I could change the... Oh yeah, I can make that easily. I can just change the property in the Dungeon Master script. We don't want of type Dungeon Room, we want transform. And then I have to find out how many parents that would be. Go back to the item, last interacted this. But this only works if it's on a holder. That's not a good option then. I forgot this should work for every item, and in that case it doesn't. And we keep that one. So I still could check the parents though. I mean, this could work. Yeah, this will stop working as soon as I have two items side by side on probably the same tile. Because let's have a look. We have the chest in there. Let's actually have a look here. We have G1 is down as chest, and 2 is table in that case. So we have connector nodes. Over there we have now the item itself. You have holder nodes, you have the connector, and then you have the item. Which means if I go 1, 2 parents up. Oh, first parent is that one, second, third parent I have. So first, second, third, so I go actually on the floor. Which means if I have two items on the same floor tile, then they wouldn't interact together. Which is something I actually don't want. I could inflate those with empty game objects, but I would have to do that for everything, and I don't want that really. So how could I... Because you don't have any information of your holder. Main object is rotation. Which is not really the best name for that, but it's true. At least it's that one which is then in that case for the rotation of the whole set, so it's a container for all three. What I actually could do... No, I don't have access to the parent. I can't let the transform to that parent, can I? Item... You don't have the spawning script in you... Item spawner here. Yeah, you don't have... Well, you have the main node. Which means I could get the parent of that one. But that would mean... that the same is for the chests. So it wouldn't actually change anything. Yeah. Unless even just forgot to change our placement tile. Oh, I did that on purpose. I don't know currently, actually. I think I did that on purpose. Because they shouldn't check all the bottom stuff. Guess the easiest option for that one would be adding let's see, we have the item holder. On the spawner we have just a room item, which means we would need to add the room item dungeon room item in that case. Another one. Which is going to be the... let's call it item holder. So now we can actually set on the item holder. Since we are creating the items. But we only spawn the item, we don't... Oh well, we have the reference to the spawned item, never mind. So now we can say this one is this. Since we are overriding the spawn over here. Wait, this is correct. Because we're adding the item holder as that's right. Now we actually want on the real item, not on the real item, we want to make that easily work on the spawn, which is over here. We have the spawned item as well. But in that case, I should use the correct keys. Item holder is going to be the spawned item itself. So that will be used for the chests, the table which is not interactable and all that stuff. And all sub objects get the actual relevant information. Now we want to adapt the script over there. And last interact is not this, but it is going to be item holder. And that one should also equals. And now we shouldn't run into the issue if you have a table with 2 spawns. Yeah, that's a good start. Hey, how? How is that an error? Oh, yeah, because yeah. Let's make the following. If that one is here, because all of that logic should supposed to happen if the item is actually spawned, and then I do that additional stuff. And then I have to separate that in 2 functions because I want to do that on all items actually which aren't torches. But then I have to change the collider box. I mean, I can just make the height extremely high, so that wouldn't be the issue. But for now, I don't have all items. I make that easy for me. So, we are going for that one. I want the height of that collider to be 2 float, which is then actually in the collider 4 because that one gets doubled, but that's fine. Then I actually want to change the height of that one to 0.25, so the wall objects don't accidentally remove floor tiles, which would be very bad. Now we go in our enum collection and we are going to say dungeon placement. We have wall, we have ground, and we have torch. The torch is the most important one on that one because we don't want to run that script on torches. Now we only have to adapt the torch because you are going to be placement type torch. Alright, now you have a stack overflow. What the actual hell? Alright. Haven't had that one happen before. That's very nice. Not of type torch. Oh, that's how I made that. Alright. I knew I have used that one somewhere, but I didn't have any idea where. But now I actually don't need that one anymore. Actually, I just have to check placement type and what did I call that one? Dungeon item placement type. Alright. Dungeon item placement type dot torch. Fine. Now I don't know if that fixed the stack overflow, but it does. Well, that's funny, I guess. And 31 later on. So how could that happen? But no, that is not torch. Oh wait, that's actually in the item holder, not in the... Yeah, right, because it's a table which triggers that issue. Is it always the table that triggers this issue? Maybe got the table spawned in. Can we maybe get one example with a chest? The chest actually spawned in, that one spawned in. The error is still in the item holder itself. So this means... You have an issue somewhere. Did your stuff spawn in even? No, it didn't. Your item holder is set correctly, but you didn't get this deck overflows because its stuff is not spawned in, or... But then I check if it's null, since it... I should have looked with what the table had set in there. You have a table. Yeah, we have. Because you want to make trouble for me. What do you have actually added in your spawned item stuff? Alright. I guess we found the stack overflow. Yeah, what actually does happen here? Item holder. Oh yeah, I forgot to change that one. I have to assign the item holder and not the spawned item itself to that one. Yeah. That's a quick error to make. And now we get another reference error. That's always the best one. There we have... Yeah, because we don't check if it's null. That's just an obvious piece of code I forgot to add. Since I didn't account for that. I have that already here. Should be actually the same code. That you add there and there. And item spawner. There we go. Then you have the null check in there too. And everything works just fine. So those actually interact while I'm standing in front of the table. And I don't try to change the placement again. And I still can change the tables itself. Alright. Then we can actually prepare an inventory and the script where that stuff gets put in the inventory. Where we actually can later on add a new UI which asks before if you want to do that. Alright. The interaction stuff gets slowly but nicely together. Now actually I want to prepare some stuff. I want new scriptable objects. Where I want, actually not here, I want it here. I call that adventure. But actually, do I need an own? Actually, no. Can add that just in here. Then I can. Let's have a quick thinking about that. Let's keep an folder adventurer, because then I can also add the scriptable object stuff for adventurer base scriptable object. I did that the same like the other one. Yeah, I did that. And then I can, what could I add there? Talent trees and maybe the equipment. Yeah, we'll see. Too much photos aren't too bad anyway. It's just the same as if I had it direct in the scriptable objects. So now I have it at least separated. Now we have that one, and we have some movement stuff there. I want global game logic. Does it have to be in there? No. So I want technically that one is only going to be relevant in the dungeon. No, it won't be. So it will be actually global game logic, since it's outside of the dungeon relevance too, where I will add a folder adventurer, and also over there I want definitely a folder for that, because that will hold all of the scriptable objects. And here I want the base class for the adventurer too. Alright. Start we are actually keeping, and then I will take you. Yeah, copy you. You don't have that much logic. I did far more preparation in that one than I have thought. Yeah, I didn't want the item spawners. Thank you. Actually, I take that one. That has so much preparation already. File name is going to be let's change that one here too, because I completely forgot that. Alright. Now, over here, you are going to be the adventurer base SO. So call Adventurer base, cryptable objects, adventurer, and adventurer in that case. Well, 2 is fine. Then we don't need drops for you. Skills I will keep for now. Base health, armor type. Actually, no. Damage type. Actually, no. Private string entity. This is just some stuff for me to know. I could actually move that one. Can I? Actually, I want to set up the adventure differently. I still want to keep the skills. Nah. I mean, I will change that to class anyway. Base actions is for that. That was going to stay, yes. Damage doesn't matter, armor doesn't matter, and health doesn't matter in that case. We don't have entity type, so actually... I keep the base stuff, but I actually want to make those separate fields in Unity. Just to have a quick look how to add that one again. Header. There we go. So we add not that much text, maybe. But let's get the base in here, and then the stats, and here I'm going to do what could be relevant. The name. Yeah, the name is relevant. So we have public. Let's just make it public what I need. No, actually the name is for the character itself. But I could actually provide the name pool. Oh, that's list of strings. How do we get the dictionary for that? Then I can make first name and surname in that case. Kinda like that idea, honestly. Nah, you make things separate. So we have one first name pool. And then we have a surname pool. Alright. Then we have the first stuff which could be actually relevant. Is there something wrong the way I want to do that? Exactly not. Since the remaining stuff I can save and overwrite. Alright, that's fine. And then I could read that from files and make it actually customizable for a player also. That is a nice idea. Then we have actually stats. We have the base actions, that's fine. I want to keep let's make public. I will add change that in the entity info too. So we have public and base actions. Then we have public and string. And we get basic attributes in here. Let's call it just dexterity. Just have to look up how it's written correctly. Dexter. Oh, really? I mean, I can ignore just 2 letters, that's very important. Then we get intelligence, which is very low for me. Strength, dexterity, intelligence, constitution we are going to need. That's for the HP. 62. Sean. And then perception. Now the big question is, do we want luck as instead to and then the next question would be what governs luck? Actually, yeah, I'm going to add that as an stat. Luck. I don't have an inventory system or equipment system yet, so I couldn't really add starting equipment pool. But this will be handled differently anyway, so that's not the issue. Well, that's not an issue. So we have some naming stuff, strength, flexibility, intelligence, constitution, perception, luck, the actions. I actually have ideas. Let's get an Enum collections continued. We want Enum race. Maybe we are going to add human for now. And we want the Enum trait. What could we use for starting one? Let's get just tough, for example, in that case. Then I could add to the scriptable object on the base we are going to be a public race. And the traits are going to be here as well. But in that case I'm going to use a list. Traits. Which we are going to call possible traits. Well, let's keep the naming scheme the same. Trait wool. And I guess that would be fine for now. Now, if you move to the adventure script itself, what we are going to need, we will start using privates again for the beginning. Private adventure base SO, which is going to be the adventure base. Let's just add the header script as well over here. Header, which we just call setup. we want a reference to its own movement script, which is going to be private. Excuse me. The movement, which I can call character movement with a not capitalized C. And we could keep it by that for now, and then we are going to get all the levers that we want. That's where we have a flow. Do I want to use floats for that? Yes, I'm going to use floats. There we get max health, private load, current health. We use a mana system. Actually, I wasn't thinking about that, since I wanted to make any magic relevant to the actions and not any mana resource. Well, I could add that later if I want. Private load, call that damage. That one will be calculated based on the equipped stuff. Do I wanted the private? Yeah, I wanted. Let's actually base damage. Let's separate that a little bit. Base damage and bonus damage. And I can just remove that. That will be a simple math function, which we call equipment damage. Then private int yeah, I already know how to do that. Private int base armor. We make that same stuff over here. Private int bonus armor and equipment armor. Those are going to be all integer values. I don't really want to use floats in there. Yeah. The other hand, floats would be far safer. Maybe. No, I will keep that as an int value. That's fine. Private. Then we get the armor type. Then I want a reference to the inventory. How do I want to do the inventory? Technically, global game logic system. Make a script. Inventory. That inventory is then holding all that stuff. Don't think I need anything else. Do I want... inventory script? Actually, I don't need that because I can actually generate those just with code. Private inventory, which we call inventory. Then we will add to the start character movement is new character movement, and inventory is a new inventory. And I'm not sure if I want it actually in the start or if I want to have it in a separate function. But that I can actually use later. I guess I'll use it in a separate function, since it's not relevant outside the dungeon, but it actually doesn't really matter if I have it in the outside the dungeon assigned, so there shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Now in the inventory itself, we don't want start or update values. We are going with privates. We have we'll actually add the second class over here, which is going to become inventory item. Maybe have a list. of inventory item, which we call inventory items, and that's fine. Then we also will add all the function to manage that inventory, but I will add those with the time. I do want to check the carry limit. Since it's inventory, we say over here private int carry limit. Then we have inventory item, which is going to be a public item, dungeon item type. Then we are going to have a public load value. What else do I want? Do I want it to be interactable? Do I fill the... I'm going to fill the UI properly with that value, so I will add public string description item name. I can just use a type, that's fine. Yes, the value, we have the type. I want an actual reference to that item, do I? Yeah, dungeon room item, which is going to be the item. With that, actually, I don't need the type, because I can extract it from there. The value I want to keep. Technically now I don't want to keep the value because I can keep that in the item itself. We have item, we have description. Make a bool, public bool interactable. And that's just as a pass through to the item itself, or I actually can keep that on the item. Technically it's just description of the item, and the description I can... Yeah, but never mind, we don't need the class. Just have a private list of dungeon room item. Dungeon room item, which we call just items. Alright. Well, here we just have the item, the carry limit. We are going to have a public void, which we call add item. We are going to have an actual parameter in here, which is just going to be the dungeon item. And then we are going to check if carry limit, well, let's say items dot count is bigger or equals the carry limit. Smaller than the carry limit, my bad. We are going to add that item. Public void remove item. Let's keep that one. The actual alright, let's change that on for now. That item. Public void remove item, and you want a reference to the item you want to remove, and we are going to move does it like that? Yeah. Just to make sure that we have that item actually saved, we say if items contains item, then we can actually move it. And here we are going to add an end items that contains item. All right. Now we have a very simple item script. I'm going to have a reference to the inventory. I can't really check the inventory then. Yeah, actually let's make that different on the adventurer. We are going to make them serialized, so I can add the scripts to the character, and so I can actually, the character movement needs settings to do, and the inventory I want to actually debug in the beginning. Then that's fine. And that one I want to be accessible public. Yeah, actually I want it to be accessible. So we make that public. Oh, we are just going to make it a Yeah, just going to make a function for that. Public inventory get inventory. Maybe just return inventory. All right. Then we have that one set up. We should be able to say on our prefab player, you are going to get for now the adventure script and the inventory script. Did I accidentally add it somewhere else? Yeah, we're not supposed to have that. Now with the adventure script, I can assign my own character movement to that, and also the inventory. The base I didn't create yet, but that's fine. And the list of the inventory I can access like that. Alright. Now let's prepare just one thing in here. In start, I'm going to say, wait, I have to add that in here, public void set carry limit. I want int carry limit as a value which is provided, and then we are going to say carry limit is submit carry limit. Fine. For now we are saying inventory dot set carry limit to 20. That's just fine. Now we can would like to know, can I submit parameter in a button press? Let's have a quick look. Inventory. On the other hand, not inventory, but I don't have the character script referenced in here anymore, which actually means, let's say I want the adventure script. Adventurer. Or player, whatever you want to call it. So. adventurer. To the combat. Never mind. Now we are going out here. Prefab. Objects. Just for example, you have your button with the image attached. You interact adventurer. And I would have to assign that to it. I guess the easiest thing I could do, keep that one empty and have in the Dungeon Master a reference to the current adventurer. I guess that makes that whole thing the easiest. Interact. Are the hours fine now, or do I have to control all of you now? Interact. Oh, you're fine. Good. So we are going to add to the Dungeon Master now. There. Public static adventurer. Current adventurer. We are going to the portal. No. We create a dungeon, spawn player prefab. And then we are going to say current adventurer is spawn player. You don't return anything, right? So we have to go to the dungeon maybe then. You are spawning the player, right? Spawn player. Player prefab. Temp player. Character movement. Very nice. Which means Dungeon Master, that current player, current adventurer, is going to be, that's good, which is going to be adventurer. And here we are saying Dungeon Master, that current adventurer, dot correct get character movement. Now we just have to add that function. Public character movement. No, not controller. Movement. Get character movement. We return character movement. Oops. Then all of that works again. I will keep the logic with the character movement I added everywhere else. Most likely. And now we can say on the item. We are going to need the following. We need a return on that item. Cool. And here we return true and return false. Then go back to the item. There. Now we are going to try to add that item. So Dungeon Master dot current adventurer get inventory, add item this. Now we are handling that one in an if statement. If it works out, it will return true. If not, it will return false. If we are doing that like that, no, thank you. Stuff else. Copy that to do. Then we're also going to return. We can't carry more. Over here we are going to say, since we already have added the item, we don't have to do that anymore. We just can make game object set active false. Then we don't have to destroy it. The garbage collector is not used in that case, and it only gets reactivated if it respawns, but that doesn't happen. Shouldn't, at least. And then we can remove that statement. Now I have to actually make some changes for the chest. But for now, let's imagine we are just going to carry the chest around. Just have a look if it works. We got 2 items. Our player has everything on it. We got something too. Maybe I will add a little UI element that shows the description of the item. You then can decide if you want to add that one. And they're all, yep, they're in the inventory. So now I can change the room. Let's find a chest. I want to carry a chest. Here we go. Here we have a nice big chest. Let's take that with us. Maybe we should wait till we are arrived at that point. Is the moving part private? Yeah. Get moving state. It
don't argue with that. We can make a loop for that. And then we add over here. Just nice little empty while. Current adventurer get character movement. This means we are going to call that function a lot of times, but since it's not really doing anything, that should be fine, I assume. Wait till movement. That worked great. Technically, I should have known that this would happen. Alright, let's get Nimby started back up again. Yeah, if I make an async function, I have to... I did that somewhere else, did I? Oh, wait. I forgot the most important moving state. I actually don't think that would work. Let's get moving state. I have 4 references for that. Yeah. Let's have a look. I just have to restart Unity then again if that's not doesn't work. And yeah. I would have to make that async. And my CPU actually doesn't like that. Nice while loops. Those are great. Alright. A while loop actually doesn't work. Let's do the more fancy stuff and let's use an asynchronous function for that. Or maybe an enumerator, depending what kind of script I have accessible. I think the card manager had the script I'm looking for. Yeah, there I'm using async. Async for it. cards. Really, was it that easy? Do I have to evade something in here? No. I had that message on my last project too. Actually, do I want to use async in something else? I kinda would be interested having the whole dungeon generation asynchronous. Yeah, you don't work because it's not a void, right? That's a shame. It would have been so funny. But there I want the true or false in that one, so it's completely fine. I don't think that is going to work. Yeah. I actually have forgotten to... I have... Alright. YouTube is saved. Stupid me. Accidentally closed the wrong program. Could you please... Thank you. Alright. Let's try not this closing OBS the next time. Let's got everything set up correctly again. Please, I need the YouTube chat again. Pop-up chat. Copy you. And up to the OBS. All right. That's gonna fuck up the stats on Twitch, but yeah. Stuff like that can happen. Let's now I have to get that now in my head. If and we want to just what wait, get move target. There's actually an function I'm looking for.
I have to find where I had that one. Get move target task. So if I change that one to task and if can I do that? I think that one I can do in a while now. Yeah, while. That's right. So I can not that's this task. We change that one to a while. And we are going to say await task yield. Like that. It works on the hours program and our project, so that should magically work too. Let's just see if the buttons work with that. Just image container interact. Looks good to me. Yeah, was expecting something like that. It's just not the same stuff I'm going to use. Well, yeah, I could do that the way I actually had that one in the other project, just the same way. Then I don't actually need a while over here, we just say await. We remove all that stuff. And we call that function await movement. Good shit. Like that. Go to the character movement script. Here we have a public async task await movement. And that one will be a while loop. While moving we are going to await task.yield. All right. How much should I have? Fuck up my Twitch stream. Oh, let's have a look. That's so annoying. There. Okay, that is now going to
States its own. Yeah, that's annoying. But okay, can't do anything against that. That's fine, I guess. At least YouTube is in one piece. So that one is doing what it's supposed to do. And was waiting for me. Which is good, because that would have been more of a hassle. Alright. The code now should actually do what it's supposed to do. Maybe. Yeah, my mouse was stupid, right? He wasn't supposed to double click, and I don't need any gizmos. Yeah, that's what I want. Now pick up the whole chest. Nice. We don't have currently any debug messages if I'm full, so just get all the chests I find. We can get the stuff in there later. Another chest. Oh, there we have two antiques again. Here. Up to the next room. Let's see how much space do we have left. Let's get in the debug view. One item we can. Let's take the chest. Then we have the last item. Nice. So, and that one should actually not work. Yeah. Very nice. Then I should now actually have some kind of UI stuff, I assume. But that would mean a lot of preparation and trying that stuff, which I actually not looking forward. But at least we have that now working. We can collect items. Now update our item information. Now I want to make that a bit more viewable in the inspector for setting up and all that stuff. So we're going to add a header with base. That the base item is visible. I don't actually know if I use that. Not as far as I can tell. Interacted, I don't have that one too. That one I actually will just need for the chests, I guess. But let's keep that one in here, modified value. Trigger. No, I don't want that one. Interaction UI. I have you over there. Main object gets set by me. Interaction spots get automatically set. Placement type I going to add.
and width and height going to be for me. So let's have that one changed. Modified by script. So all of that below I don't want to care about in the inspector. Let's actually, since those are going to be in the inspector, since that is apparent for all that stuff, byte by script shouldn't concern me. Now we have the base, which is going to base item, the interaction UI, the main object, placement type. Let's get that one up there. You two, and that one, those two I have to track into. Now add another header in here, which we call inventory values. Properties. Alright. We want a public string. Let's get just the name out here already, because then I don't have to access the base item each time for the name. And then I already have that attached to the name. Yeah, because name is already something which is standard. Let's get item name in that case. Then I want a public string this item description. I need a public. Now it's a big question. Image, just right. My other game. What do I use? I use sprites. Alright. So I want string and string. I want sprite item sprite. Yeah. Public pool is interactable. That one is relevant for the sprite then. Yeah, that one is going to be relevant for the sprite. So, is it actually going to be relevant for the sprite? Because I will actually do that stuff a little bit different. Card draw. Yeah, and card select is that's on the UI element.
I want to technically make its own image stuff, which can then actually interact. Yeah. So I need visualize card. No, yeah, this is all stuff I set up in the prefab. So actually,
I have kind of no idea how I could manage that. Do I want to reference the whole canvas then instead? Well, nah, I can't do that because then I hadn't any reference to that item. On the other hand, I can print that game object and set the parent then to the inventory part. Which I currently don't have. So I can't really test it. But let's say we have a public what's the item sprite? That one I can actually then add in the prefab. This is going to be a game object, which we are calling item icon. We have to test that one if it works out like it's supposed to. Well, how I suppose to have it in my mind. Yeah, if it's interactable. In that case, we need the item icon, or else technically I can remove that value, because if the icon hasn't a button property, it isn't interactable anyway. So that's fine. We have the modified value. Let's just for important stuff get that one in. Interacted, visible. Can get those removed since I actually don't use them. And oh no, what interacted is for the chest, but is visible. Don't use that one. Yeah, can remove that one. The action spot is important. Trigger is important. Yeah. Now, do we have any other inventory properties we are needing? No, I actually don't think so. Then we have all of those set. Let's add an awake function where we actually set all of those parameters. And this means we are going to make all of that stuff actually public. Yeah, let's make it public. Actually, no, I don't. Have that anywhere public, then why have I? Let's remove that one. But the base value I don't want to change. It's too stupid to modify that stuff right now. It looks like we get an public int get base value. Thank you, Unity, that you know what I want to do. Return base value. Here we go. And the needed perception is 1 hour check. Where we actually now can modify the values, which is a very good thing to have. I need dungeon room item. Trigger, no. Good perception, need perception. Plus int character, check interactability. Here we go. We have you one time. Instead of 0, we are going to get dungeon master dot current adventurer dot get perception. Now I have to add that one into the function. Funnily enough, I don't have that one set in here. Public int that return let's just put a 0 for now. Alright, adventure base. So we get the base perception. So that is going to be adventure base dot base perception.
we want to add private int bonus perception and private int equipment perception. And we are going to add those over here. Not the line, I want that one. And equipped perception. Alright. Now we have another reference, which is that one. Check interactable and check trigger. It's in the room. There's the other one. Alright, because we had trigger, and in the item holder actually we call that function too. So let's copy all of that stuff in here. And then we had it on the dungeon room. And here too, and then we can remove that to-do line. Very nice. Now on the item itself. Modified value we can actually erase. We are going to calculate that one if we now actually I'm going to save that because I don't want to calculate that each time I interact with that item. Alright, item name is going to be first, let's check if base item is null. If it's null, we just return because those items we don't actually care. The torch, that one has a base item. Let's have a look. Did we add a scriptable object for torches? Yep. And base item dot type is torch. Then we are going to return. And the other ones will be item name is base item type to string. Is that right though? There we are, come to see that.
the item description we are going to set in Unity. I can as well. A modified value gets assigned later on as well. Wow. In the overflow reference of the spawn, do I call the base function of the spawn? Yeah, I do. On that one, where I actually don't care. Yeah, then I will just override that function. Nah, it's technically the same in each one. Then you don't call the base because you're not supposed to have the base function. Alright. Then we are going to actually do the modified value in the spawn. But then we are going to need well, how is the value even modified? Later, probably through skills. But I'm not sure yet. So actually, I will comment that line out, since I'm not sure if I will use that one. Then let's have a quick look what the name is returning if I want to change that to string. Yeah, I should actually do that on the start instead of a vague. That is probably the best. Start. Let's see if that one looks better. Nope. Not exactly. Oh, yeah. My mistake. I made an and I want an OR. Because of the AND, it actually checked if the base item is that of stuff, but Dungeon Spawn player prefab. Not that one. The player's technically there. Then we see maybe the get perception is the issue. Bonus perception. Oh yeah. Because we don't have a base. Let's make one.
Adventurer. What do you want to call you? Yeah. Human adventure. Just like that. Name pool, and your name pool is empty for now. So I have to actually set that on the adventure too. Base action, log, perception. Oh, didn't know that I could do that. Trade pool. Yeah. And you are a human. And you have the trade tough. Yeah. Nice. The rest is 0. That's completely fine. Now add that one to the player for now. Whoop. Here you go. Max movement points. That will then be overwritten by that one technically. But currently there isn't any player script running anyway. But yeah, now that one works. Alright. We are looking for items. Get the gizmo survey. I would actually like that antique over there. Yeah. Name antiques. Okay, I have to modify the string then. And you get obviously the item chest, most likely. Yeah. But yeah, your looting and action thingamajig will be changed anyway. So yeah. Now the big question is, how do I want to adapt that stuff? So a quick look. The chest is of type chest. And it has a base value and need perception. You are going to be completely different. Actually, I kind of have an idea. It just should change the enum around. Because then I don't call it chest. I call it chest container. since it's closed and we open it, we get the stuff, we get the list with the stuff that's in there and all of that. That's most likely the best use case for the chest and our chest-like container. Then I can give all of them the same type, and with the type I can make the function separate. I have also the class ready, which I can then modify that it has its function to work properly. So that is fine. Can't really do anything for that. Now I want to modify the string here, the item name. I have most likely did some formatting in my past script anyway. Just let's find the scripts. Yeah, why did I all that stuff? Over here. How is the header text? The header text edited on myself, okay. I didn't change that one. Alright, let's have a look. I have that in my work. Do I? C# string formatting. Format. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I have that one in that project, I'm sure. Manager, crafting manager. On you, I most likely did something I want. String, that's also color stuff. Text. Because I'm very sure that I didn't make the enum capitalized. in that project, but I could be wrong. I will be most likely wrong. Let's see. My enum collection. I did capitalize new. I mean, I could do that in this project too. Yeah, the easiest way is just to change the enums. And I guess that this definitely was the best choice. So, going to call plot, container, antiques. And we just do that everywhere. So I have that one. Actually, none. Where did I? Didn't do it there. Nope. What exactly are you doing, Unity? Well, not Unity, but Visual Studio. No. Medium. High. Then we are going to change the print types. Directions. And last but not least, those two. Alright. Then we get the capitalized name out of that one. Then I'm completely fine with that. And I can at least generate the names from the enum. And that's alright. Now I just wanted to do something which I have forgotten again. That's good. Let's have a look in Unity. Room visited. Yeah, let's remove that one because yeah, let's remove that one. Don't going to need that most likely. I could Oh yeah, right, I wanted to modify those fields. So for the items, I actually want for the description and TMP text. With that, I should get a very nice description field in the items. But that's not what I want. I want the prefabs. Oh no, this is actually the reference to the text object. No man, that's not what I wanted. Let's get the research manager open here. That's all of that stuff. Didn't I have some string stuff in here? That's most likely the wrong. Here we go. Strings. I see. I have to prepend that one over here and then change that one back to string. Now I have a text area. Then I want to change the scriptable object for the adventurer. Let's see. Change it to next. Index variable inspector. Range. I don't think that is what I want. Yeah, that's not what I want. Value. Let's have a look. How is it called in the inspector? There is. I just add an effect. Particle system. And where can I render maybe? How could I set that? Yeah, that's it. And random between two constants. Oh. We need that. Let's have a look. Let's add that one to the base strength and say because I have to do that myself. Let's see. What could I actually add here? A lot. Don't want it to be restricted to a range. Actually, what I could do is instead of an int, if I want the vector to, how does it show in the inspector? I mean, I have x and 10 value, which is alright. Now I could say min is 0. And max no. Range. That's that. Range 0 and let's say 25. It's good light. Where do you get that from? And then I have to modify that one. Actually, that's a bad idea, because then I have to I will keep that one. Int. Let's change that stuff a tiny bit up. We get one range between 0, 5. We are changing that to bin. Base actions actually doesn't have that. No. Basically want to copy all of you. Say from 5 to say max is 25, and that's going to be max values. Alright, then I need all those base stats in the character, which gets then rolled. Which is completely fine, I guess. It doesn't contain a function for best perception, which is not... Yeah. Best perception is your own thing now. Should have copied them beforehand. Let's get all of you. Get all of you over there. Remove. Yeah. All that stupid shit. Then we are going to remove all those max values. And now we are going to rename all of them to base strength. And perception, yeah, it's perception. And let's change those two base stats. Now, on the start, we are going to modify all of those values. Base strength is going to be unity engine, not random dot range. As parameter, we are going adventure base dot min strength and dot max strength. Now copy that one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Get that one set up correctly. Right. And let's do that again. Adventure base. Min of those and max of those. Alright, then we get the stats. Then we can actually have a look in here, and I could use sliders. Alright, and then that's fine too. Okay. Good. What else for preparations I can do? I could actually prepare the UI, I think. But at least the area where I want to have the main UI. UI stuff, focus, gizmos, font view, and I think like that. Yes, the event systems, canvas. We assigned to screen 1. I want. What do I want? Do I want another canvas in you? No, I think not raw image. Did I make multiple canvases or did I make panels?
Alright. Did I use panels or multiple? I think I have actually no clue. How did I set up that one in our game? Let's look. Canvas. You are going to tell me what I was doing with you. What actually are you? Alright. Was nice talking with you. I had a lot of canvases in there. Nice. Then we get what is this going to be? The direct overview. You are going to be kitted to the right side. No. Yeah, what? Yeah, I actually should. That's the left side. What? Are you maybe rotated? I can't. You don't even have a value have rotation. Okay. Never mind. And why is that one not zeroed? There you go. This is how I look at it, isn't it? But that one says I'm connected to the right, and that's not the right, so I'm actually looking from the back. Canvas. Yeah, I'm looking actually from the back. Not. I want it there. No. No, not like that. Shift. I have to press shift to set the pivot to there. Alright. And now the big question is, how big is the width going to be? 250 maybe. The issue is I don't have anything prepared for that, so I couldn't actually test that. But let's just add the panel in there. Run that one, and this is figure 1080. That's obviously too small for my screen over there. 16:9, that looks okay. And I don't have any lower aspect ratio set now. Let's say 16:9. So that would actually be enough. But it would be very big on smaller screens. I actually don't know if those are still used. But yeah, could be most likely. I know there is somewhere an option to make that scalable. But do I have to code that myself? I actually don't know that anymore. Unity canvas width scaling. To screen size. Oh. Non-boot canvases. Canvas scaler. Pixel perfect inhabited. On. Off. So I have to. Yeah, how does 3x? I can't set that one in there, can I? Then out of curiosity. Yeah, that's exactly working. That is exactly not working. It would be so small actually. So I would have to play with that. Okay. And the reference resolution is going to be 1920 by 1080. Yeah. Match width for height. Scale screen size. Width has to match. I have absolutely no clue. Does that now mean red? This looks very small. Still kind of looks small to me. Something like that would be okay. But how would that look on small devices? What the heck? Yeah, that one. Even if I would get that one working on stuff like that, then I would be very happy with that. I think. Gotta add those display sizes the next time and maybe prepare something that I can make an actual inventory holder. And also I should prepare stuff that I have, slide overlays for the items where I can fill the texts and get the menu for the chest going. I guess that would probably be more important than that, and then all that enemy stuff, that the combat is ready too. Yeah, I guess that will be the priority for the next time. I won't. So the UI stuff will be added later. Just make that one currently disabled, and I have it already set up there, so I can use it when the time comes. Does scaling? No, that doesn't interact with the tiles I have set up there. That's fine to me. Now, did we actually get random stats? Yeah, we got random stats. That's cool. So this one is already working like supposed to. That's cool. But yeah, I guess that's it for today, even after a little accident with OBS. But I'm still gonna thank everyone who was watching, chatting, following, subscribing, or any of that stuff. And I wish you a good night, good day, depending on your time zone. And we see us tomorrow. Goodbye.